Welcome to this week's news video, and today is the Feast of Epiphany, the 6th of January. Epiphany is traditionally the moment where we remember the wise men, the Magi, who came from afar following the star to lay their gifts at the manger, or where the Christ child was. And they brought what they had, and they brought it to Christ as the King. And we remember this as the moment when Jesus' identity as the King is revealed, as it were. And it fits really well with the theme that we had last Sunday of Jesus as the light of the world. And the challenge for us each day this year as a church and as individuals to follow Jesus today, to making following Jesus each day our greatest priority, walking as close to him as we can. Epiphany actually comes from the Greek word epiphein, which means a shining out. Phaneo means light, and epi means out of, shining out. It refers to Jesus manifesting himself as the King, revealing himself. But what a great reminder for us that as we come to Christ and as we walk closely to him, as we follow him each day, so his light shines on us and brings light to our path, but also enables us to shine out. And don't we need it in these days as third lockdown, has now been announced, and we're walking in dark times. Really difficult to know where we're going and what tomorrow will bring. But there's good news in all of that, and one of the amazing things, like a little gift from God that we've had despite lockdown, is that churches are not closed this time. It's a major difference with the previous times when we've been confined to our homes. On this occasion, churches can maintain their worship schedules and can be open, the doors open for private prayer and open for Sunday worship and other times of worship. And so I'd like to encourage you to allow the light of Christ to shine on you and through you, and for us to play our part in the community that God has given us, the community of faith. And maybe that's by coming to church. Not everybody will be able to do that. But if you would like to, services will continue to happen on Sunday morning and at French Connect. But we do ask you, please, to sign up in advance. It's so simple, just go onto the website and then just register. But it's really, really important. One of the conditions, obviously, of us being able to meet in these strict conditions is that we're totally honouring all the guidelines and putting a high priority on respecting each other's health. And so we ask you to sign up in advance, and then to go through all the necessary procedures of washing hands and keeping yourself clean and wearing the mask and not singing and keeping distance when you arrive. But we can come to worship, and so we want to welcome people to join us on Sunday and to sign up Sunday morning. We're going to be continuing with a new series that we launched last Sunday on the I am sayings of Jesus. You know, what we need to do in this time as we follow Jesus each day is to focus on him, allow him to define our reality. And so the whole sermon series from now until hopefully after lockdown is looking at who Jesus is. And the I am sayings, we're going to be looking at I am the bread of life this coming Sunday. So if you can join us, do please sign up. But we've got more. We want to add in some other opportunities for people to gather and to worship God in our church building. And so from next week, we're going to be organising a midweek communion service during the day at midday on Wednesdays. And so if you are free and you're in the area and you'd like to come, could you do the same thing? Could you sign up? You'll find the opportunity online to sign up on the website, and just to give us an idea of numbers. So that's this Sunday and every Sunday, hopefully as long as we're able. And then midweek on Wednesdays at midday for communion, where we'll be having a simple communion service together. But there are other ways that we can stand alongside each other as well. We want to encourage as many people as possible to look out for each other in our church community and to shine out the love of Christ to each other. Many of us are quite fragile at the moment, and one great way of helping each other is to be involved in a hub. Now, you may be involved in a hub already. Why not reach out to another member of the church that you know who isn't in a hub and invite them to join you? But if you're in the church and you don't go to a midweek group and you're not receiving that regular support, please go online and just sign up for a hub. They're very straightforward and they meet on Zoom, and it's the opportunity to be connected in to other people. But there are other ways that our light can shine out as well, and we need your help for these. We're launching Alpha at the end of the month, and we'd like to invite you to think and pray about people you might invite to that. But also we talked last Sunday about the way in which we want to relaunch our outreach into the local community. We were preparing meals before Christmas, and we want to relaunch meal distribution, but also other forms of distribution for people who are particularly in need. Now, before Christmas, many of us gave out Love Christmas packets to those who were around us, like our neighbours and our friends, those that we discerned would benefit from just a generous gift at Christmas. Now, please, would you just reflect and think, who around me would benefit from the help of the church? It might be a phone call. It might be some practical help. It might be doing shopping. It might be a meal. It might be help connecting to the internet, or it might be simply being able to talk to somebody. Whatever form of help, we would love as a church to be engaged, particularly with our local community. But for that, we need help to know who and where we can offer that. So particularly if you live around the church, can you just think, who do I know who might benefit? This is a fantastic opportunity to shine out the love of Christ in a dark and needy time. So there we go. Sunday services, hubs, and pray about who you might invite to Alpha, or who you might connect with the church in these times, so that we can serve and shine the light of Christ. Be blessed on this Epiphany Day and in the days to come. See you soon.